We are live. Welcome in everybody to Guts and Butts. My name is Sam and I will be your coach for today's glute and core workout. We're going to get started in just a minute at 5. So welcome in, guys. I hope you had an awesome break, took some time to relax, think about the things we're thankful for even more than normal. And I'm glad you guys are back with me today for this workout. As always, be sure that you have enough space for today's workout to do that area check. Make sure you aren't going to hit anyone or anything around you, so you can take a big step right and left and front and back. And also be sure that you have your water handy. Today I will be using a set of dumbbells here. As always, the weight is optional for this class, so if you want to use a dumbbell or two, a kettlebell, weight plate, any household object, you can, but you can also just use your body weight. As always, we're going to get into our warm-up in just a moment, so be sure your space is ready. We have that water, and yeah, I'm excited to be back coaching these classes for you guys. We're going to get that body moving, so start by standing on up if we aren't already. And we're just going to start by doing some knee hugs. So alternating legs, we're going to bring that knee in, give it a big squeeze. Alternating from right to left here. Trying to stand on that tippy toe when squeezing. Finding our balance, taking deep breaths. Feeling this stretch in our hips, the hamstrings, the back of our legs. Give me a few more on each side. One more. Next up, we're going to bring that heel back. So bringing the heel to our lower glutes. Again, alternating sides. Making sure the foot comes straight back. So our leg is nice and straight. Again, we're standing up nice and tall. Chest is open. Feeling this stretch in the knees and the quads in the front of our thighs. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and last one here. Picking up that pace, we're going to jog in place here. So just lifting those feet up off of the ground. Again, chest is nice and open. We're engaging our core. So stomach's nice and tight. Pumping the arms. Taking deep breaths. From here, we're going to go straight into some jumping jacks. So jumping up nice and high, tapping the hands up top, having the option here to do that side-to-side step. Still nice and quick, just a more low-impact option. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down, we're going to go into our elephant stretch. Left foot is flat. Slight bend in that knee, right heel is out. Sitting back into our hips. Arms start back. We're going to scoop the ground and come to the ceiling. Alternating sides. So keeping the back nice and flat. Chest is open. Toes are pointing straight forward. Feeling the stretch in our glutes and the bum and the hamstrings. Deep breaths. Inhale down. Exhale to the ceiling. Go one more on each side. Big scoop. Last one. Good job, guys. Straight into some arm circles. Just to warm up those rotating muscles, those rotator cuffs, all the muscles in our shoulders. Loosen up the arms and chest. And to alternate your rotation, either forward or backwards. Standing up nice and tall, taking deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, next up, we're going to do some air squats and warming up those lower body muscles and the knees and hips. Going to get into our squat position. Feet are nice and flat, a bit wider than shoulder width. We want to sit back into our heels and our hips. trying to get those knees at a 90-degree angle. Back up, squeezing the glutes, nice and tight. So we're sitting back, knees with the toes, squeeze the glutes. Just keep it nice and tight. Let's go for about 10 to 15 repetitions here. Make sure our feet are parallel with each other. Our chest is nice and open. Inhaling down. Exhale, keep the glutes tight. Nice and easy here. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and last one here. Glutes nice and tight. Alrighty, guys. That was our warm-up. Grab some water if you need to, and then we're gonna get into our workout. So today, it's nice and simple, but effective. So first, we're gonna go through our glute circuit, which is about 4 to 5 movements, 5 if we're including the single leg. So 5 movements here. We're gonna repeat it twice, then move on to our core circuit, which is also 5 movements, and then we'll repeat that twice as well. So nice and quick. Turn that fan on if you don't already. I'm gonna turn mine on. There's one in this room. So I'm already getting a little sweaty. Whew. Alrighty, guys. We're gonna get into our glute circuit here. Like I mentioned, I will be demonstrating with some weights. First movement, we're gonna go into a squat with 3 pulses at the bottom. So grabbing a weight or just using your body weight here. We're gonna get into our squat position like our warm-up. Feet are nice and flat. We're sitting back into our hips, staying low, pulsing 1, 2, 3. Back up, squeeze those glutes. So that's our movement. 40 seconds. Squat with 3 pulses. And let's go. Big inhale and exhale down. Squeeze the glutes up. Nice and controlled here. Keeping the back flat. Core is nice and tight. Sitting back into the hips and the heels. So feet should be nice and flat. Feeling that work in our glutes here. Mainly our glutes, also in our legs as well. Over halfway there. Nice and controlled. Stay low in those pulses. All the way up after 3. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish it out. Whew. Alrighty, guys. Next up, we're gonna go into a glute-focused split squat here. So split squat, our feet are split. So starting on that left leg flat first. The left leg is gonna be flat. Right toes are back. Glute focused. We want our stance to be a bit wider here. So that back leg is wider. The front leg still stays knees behind the toes. This is our movement. All the way down, all the way up, 20 seconds each leg. And let's go. Nice and controlled down and back up. Feeling that work in our left glute with the left foot nice and flat. Only the right toes are back. Inhale down, exhale up. Over halfway there. Sitting up nice and tall. Chest is open. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides, right foot is nice and flat. Toes are pointing forward. Left toes back. Nice and wide stance. Front knee should be at a 90-degree angle. 20 seconds. And let's go. Controlling it down and all the way back up. Make sure we're looking straight forward. Our torso is stacked, so we're sitting up nice and tall. Halfway there. Feeling that work in our left glute, also in our thighs here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Woo! Next up, we're going to go into an RDL, so a Romanian deadlift here. So again, either using one weight, 2 weights, or just our body weight. Our stance, feet are directly underneath of our hips, nice and flat. Slight bend in our knees the whole time. So slight bend in our knees, we're sitting our hips back. Back is nice and flat. We're leaning that torso forward, hinging at our hips to our shins, squeezing the glutes back up. Gonna have 40 seconds here, dragging that weight down our thighs. And let's go. Nice and controlled down as far as we're comfortable, and quicker back up. Focusing that work on our glutes. So we should feel this in our bum and in the hamstrings. Keeping that weight nice and close, dragging it down our legs. And pulling it back up using our glutes and hamstrings. 15 more seconds. The feet should be nice and flat. The eyes should follow that line of motion. Looking at the ground. Looking at the wall at the top. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Last movement here. We're going to be down on the ground for our hip bridge. So glute hip bridge here. Optional weight on the hips. If weight is there, then we're holding it so it doesn't fall on our face. So shoulder blades are pressed into the ground. Feet are nice and flat, about hip distance apart. Not too close, not too far, but to where our knees can come to a 90-degree angle. We're going to have 20 seconds up and down and 20 seconds holding it. All right, so starting down, 20 seconds, and let's go. We're all the way up, squeezing our glutes, and back down. 20 seconds here, and when I say so, you're going to hold it at the top. All righty, guys? Deep breaths, putting our stability in our feet, in our heels, and in our shoulders, in the shoulder blades. Less than 10 seconds, and we're gonna hold it. Inhale, exhale up. 3, 2, 1, and hold it up. Squeezing those glutes. Glutes are nice and tight, holding that weight if we've got it. Pressing the shoulder blades down. Feet are nice and flat. Core is tight. 10 more seconds here. Deep breaths. You can do it, guys. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can come on down. Getting that weight off. Quick sip of water here. That was our full circuit. We're going to go into repeating each of those movements, and then we'll go on to the abs. How are you feeling, guys? Take some deep breaths, grab some water, and we're gonna get back into those squats with the 3 pulses. Whew. Should already be feeling that burn in our bums and the booty, and a little bit in those legs. So all throughout our lower body here. Take some deep breaths. Get your final sips of water. We're about to get back into it. Taking this time to think about how that circuit went. Do we want to up our intensity, lower our intensity, take weight off, add more weight? So thinking about that and getting ourselves prepared to get back into it. All right, guys. Getting back into those squat pulses. So feet parallel, a bit wider than shoulder width, nice and flat. Remembering we're down. 1, 2, 3. And back up. 40 seconds here. And let's go. We're sitting back into our hips. Staying low for those pulses. And squeezing the glutes back up. Nice firm grip on that waist if we've got it. Chest is open. Feet are nice and flat. Sitting back into those heels and into the hips. Over halfway there. You can do it, guys. Inhale down. And exhale up. Less than 10 seconds. Feeling this in the glutes and the legs. 3, 2, and finish it out. Wherever we are, come back up. Woo! Next up, going into that split squat. So the glute focused split squat. We want a wide stance here, so left foot starts flat. Right toe straight back. Nice and wide, we're straight back. Coming all the way down, all the way up. 20 seconds each leg. And let's go. Nice and controlled. Finding our balance here. Pushing up with that left foot. So feeling that work in the left glute and the left leg mainly. Keeping the back nice and flat. Less than 10 seconds. We're going to switch sides, guys. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right foot forward. Left toes nice and wide. Straight into it. 20 seconds. Remembering to breathe. Inhale down. Exhale yourself up. Halfway there. Feeling that burn in the legs and the glutes. It's your last set here. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand on up nice and tall. Woo! 2 more movements. Back to that Romanian deadlift, that RDL. Feet nice and flat under our hips, slight bend. 40 seconds here. Keeping that weight nice and close. And let's go. We're hinging down. Nice and controlled. Quicker back up. Deep breaths. Big inhale down. And exhale, squeeze the glutes. You're about halfway there. Feet should be pointing forward. Nice and flat on the ground. Chest is open. Give me 10 more seconds. Woo! Feeling that work in the glutes and the hamstrings. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out. Woo! Alrighty, guys. One more movement. We've got that glute hip bridge. So we're down on the ground. Optional weight on the hips. Feet are nice and flat, shoulder blades down. Remembering we're 20 seconds here and 20-second hold. Starting with the hip bridge. And let's go. Squeezing the glutes up. Controlling it all the way back down to the ground. Tapping the ground. Squeeze the glutes up. Knees should be at a 90-degree angle up. Putting our weight in the shoulder blades and in the heels here. 10 more seconds, and we're gonna hold it. You can do it, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up. Glutes are nice and tight. Rock hard, making them apples here, not applesauce. Shoulder blades down, heels nice and flat. Give me 10 more seconds, and we're done here. You can do it, guys. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Woo! Take some deep breaths. We can put that weight down. Grab some water. We're going to go into our ab circuit next. So the ab circuit is all body weight here. We will just be on the ground for today's circuit. Nice and quick. We'll go through it 2 times around. About 30 seconds each movement. Alrighty, guys. Hope you are ready to work some core, work some abs. We're gonna start off with a starfish crunch. So here we're gonna be laying nice and flat on our back. Arms and legs are out like a starfish. Back stays nice and flat, so pressing that low back down into the ground. We're reaching opposite arm to opposite leg. Crunching up as far as we're comfortable and back down. So just lifting that opposite leg and opposite shoulder blade and back down. We're gonna have 30 seconds here, alternating sides. Back is flat, and let's go. Reaching to that ankle and back down. Nice and controlled, tightening the core. Keeping it nice and tight. Deep breath, inhale down, exhale, crunch. Halfway there. Feeling this in our outer and lower abs. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying here. Next up, we're going to be doing an in and out with a hip lift. So knees come in, lift the hips, and back out. You're going to have 30 seconds here, keeping that low back nice and flat. And let's go. Knees together, hips come up, and we're back out. Only coming out as far as we're comfortable, so we can stay here if we'd like to. Or we can extend those legs out. 15 more seconds. Deep breaths. Core stays tight. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can drop those legs. Woo, next up, going into alternating leg drops. So tapping those heels down. Again, keeping that low back nice and flat. 30 seconds, let's go. nice and controlled, keeping a slight bend in those knees. If we like to fully bend them, that is an option as well. Or they're nice and straight. Give me 10 more seconds here. Deep breaths. You can do it, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the legs down. Nice and flat. Next, we're going to go into some heel taps. So lifting the shoulder blades up, reaching side to side towards each heel. 30 seconds, and let's go. We should be looking directly through our legs. Just lifting those shoulder blades up. The low back stays flat. Keeping the core tight. Feeling this in our outer and lower stomach. 10 more seconds. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Last movement here, we're going to hold a plank. So 30-second plank, either on the palms or forearms, and option to be on the toes or knees here. So holding this plank for 30 seconds, being sure the wrists are under the shoulders. 30 seconds, and let's go. We're nice and flat, core is tight, squeezing our glutes. We should be looking straight down at the ground. Taking deep breaths. Woo! Keep holding it, guys. If we need to, we're down on our knees. Keep the core tight. 10 more seconds. Remember to breathe. Deep breaths. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Woo! How are you guys feeling? We should feel that burn in our core. We are going to move on to our cool down now, just so you guys can get an awesome stretch in. So get some water. We're going to start by sitting up nice and tall, lengthening or opening up our chest, lengthening our spine. We're going to bring that forearm down, reaching the opposite hand across the body, making that arch. Feeling the stretch in our side. Taking deep breaths. Coming back to center. We're going to alternate sides. So forearm comes down. And reaching to the opposite side. Feeling that side stretch. Coming back to center. And we're going to go into a forward fold. So reaching towards our toes as far as we're comfortable. Feeling the stretch in our back and in the hamstrings. Sitting back up. We're going to bring both of those feet in for a butterfly. So pressing the feet together, lengthening our spine and opening our chest. Fluttering the knees downwards towards the ground. Feeling that stretch in our inner thighs here. Extending the legs back out. We're going to lay flat on the ground with our legs extended. Low back's nice and flat. We're going to bring that right knee in for a lying knee hug. So giving our knee a big squeeze into our chest. Feeling this stretch in the hips and the hamstrings. And then taking that knee across our body towards the ground, keeping the shoulder blades as flat as we can, rotating the spine and our hips. Taking deep breaths here. Coming back to center and extending that leg back out. Doing the same thing with the left knee. Bringing it in towards our chest. Giving it a big squeeze. Feeling that stretch in our hips and hamstrings. And then taking that knee across the body towards the ground, keeping the shoulder blades flat. Feeling that rotational stretch in the spine, the glutes and the hips. When we're ready, we can come back to center, extending that leg back out. Lastly, we're going to flip over onto our stomachs, bringing the shoulder blade, or bringing the fingers and the hands near the shoulders, and extending the arms up into a cobra, pressing the fingertips down, opening up the chest, and laying the feet flat, feeling the stretch in our stomach. On your next big inhale, we can sit the hips back, opening the knees a bit wider, coming into a child's pose. Crawling the fingertips out in front of us. Feeling the stretch in our upper back and hips. Taking this time to be proud of yourselves for coming and getting through today's workout. Also taking this time to relax, de-stress, and prepare to finish this last week of school off strong. Whenever you and your body are ready, you can sit back up, crisscross applesauce. And that is all I have for you guys today for this guts and flex workout. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's class. Again, my name is Sam, and I'm here every Monday through Thursday. So I will be here again tomorrow for my strength circuits at 12:30, and then again on Thursday at 5 o'clock for this guts and flex class. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week. If I don't see you again, finish this week off strong and next week off strong. And get some water, grab a snack, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow or on Thursday. Thank you for joining me, guys. Have a great night.